How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, listen, I want to point out a really cool website and then take you to some amazing findings that we got from this Bloom Sky. This was the camera that we were using yesterday, Wayne. This is the actual original source of all this material, okay?
Excellent. Excellent.
So I'm going to go back to the corner, to the current image. This is what we're seeing in Cayman Islands right now.
Okay.
And then this is the latest time lapse. And what you do is you just click on this, and it will take you through a time lapse.
Whoa.
Don't worry, man. I put it into our editing software so we can take a look at it. Did you see that?
I did.
So anyway, I already downloaded this clip and put it
Excellent.
in the editing software. But I just wanted to show everybody that if you go to the Bloom Sky, sky.com and put in comments, it will actually take you to this, and these are all cameras from all over the world, okay? And if you can find a place where there's a camera, like in this case, I go to Cayman Islands, and this is the first thing you see, and then you click on it, and then it takes you to the actual latest time lapse, and it does it for you. You can actually download the time lapse as an MP4 onto your computer or device.
Look at that.
So anybody can go find this footage. This is not like exclusive footage. And the reason that Wayne and I wanted to show it to you in the Steiger-Olson report is because we want you to do your own research. And then if you see something, send it to us and we'll put it up. Right, Wayne?
Yeah, I really like these cameras. These this is a good website. All right,
Yeah,
so we
I think these are just private enterprises that put up these cameras all over the place, or private people. It's kind of one of those kind of networks. And some of them are dedicated to weather monitoring. I think that's their whole gig, is that they're weather stations or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, really cool. But anyway, getting back to this footage, you know, this is what we had yesterday, right? This is from
Yep.
Marathon Key, and this is where we saw that big explosion of energy. You know, everybody, all the shills are kind of pointing out that this is some kind of a lens anomaly or lens smudge or whatever. We conclusively proved that it was not a lens smudge because it was behind the clouds.
I think they got a real problem when they say that because they're not very observant. They're
Well,
lazy.
we were more interested in the discharge of energy.
Well, but the point is to this, you know, a good forensic analysis on this, Steve, you've got to look at the car. The car down there parked next to the fence is the absolute best piece of evidence in all of this. Now, we did another one, I don't know if we posted that or not, where we went the analysis of that windshield. And that car clearly shows a burst of, I don't know if you want to call them photons, call them whatever you want.
But it's coming, the light, what Wayne's trying to point out is that the light's coming from this object. There's light from this object hitting it, and there's light coming from this object hitting the front, more of the front. This isn't going to shine down and hit us this way. This is going to shine off this way. See the angle of it?
So come on, guys, explain that one.
I'm just telling you.
Like I said, when we went through and did a detailed analysis of this, Steve, it became very clear that that car, when we saw it come up and park, gives us the best evidence of that, the fact that this was, in fact, some outburst of photons, light, plasma, whatever.
Right. Thank God. Like, he pulls in right in time.
There you go.
Evidence. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
This is that Cayman Islands shot again, and then I'm going to take it to the editing software because I think we got enough here to try to break it down. Okay, remember this? This is the one I just showed you. This is the MP4 that I downloaded. Look at you. I really wished I was there right now.
No.
And you see it, right? Okay.
I see it.
So now we're going to bring up the editing software. Same piece. Okay, I just wanted you to know what we're looking at. So everybody tracking with me here now? Okay, this is that MP4 put into our editing software. Okay, and so what Wayne and I are going to do now is we're going to do analysis on it. Isn't this exciting? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to blow it up, and then I'm going to like say, okay, I know what the date is and everything, so I can come back to that later. I don't need to see that. I want to see what's up in here. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do, Wayne, is what we always do. is we're going to have our color controls open and put our video filters ready. And the ones that we like to use the most, quite frankly, guys, are gamma adjust. And the second one we like to use a lot is the inverted color. So that's what you see me doing here is just, you know, and a lot of programs have that, but we're going to be using both. Right now, we're going to look at it natural light, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this thing out. One of the nice things about this Apple software, the ScreenFlow, is it allows you to stretch these things out so easy and slow them down. I like it. And then I want to just do this, right?
Stop right there. So here's the problem I see right here with number one is, so let's take the position that we're going to be debunkers and we're going to say, well, these are all this camera anomalies. That's all you're seeing. Well, okay, Mr. Camera Anomaly, here's the problem. Explain why the optics in the camera are going off the scale on this, because this is, if this is a camera aberration, right? Somehow the camera is malfunctioning. Well, we have to ask ourselves why. Well, what I know in the industry is that the optics are being overwhelmed again, and it's in the band of light that the human eye cannot see. The camera is picking up exactly what it's seeing, and in my estimation, it's being overwhelmed with UV light.
That's what I think too. And so moving forward, we've got all this UV light coming from apparently this direction, okay? And these are bubble cameras, so you got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, lens, they're like a fish lens.
Okay, now this is the first view of whatever this is. Okay, let's just do a little play with it.
Well, I see our little bright object above there as well. Well, let's go on.
All right, we'll just go forward a little bit here, and I'm going to zoom in up on this corner here, everybody. You guys saw the date. I know you did. First anomaly. Okay. See this?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. Am I looking at 3 objects?
Well, I know that little dark one. Let's continue to play it in this light.
In this light?
Yeah.
I'm going to brighten up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Shows a little more detail when you brighten it. Okay.
So right there, you see where we're getting that typical lens flare that we've always seen over there at the 2 o'clock position?
Right.
Directly in line. It's not in line with the sun. It's in
It
line
could
with
only
that.
be coming from here.
It can only be coming from there.
Right. I could just draw a line on. I was going to do that actually while I got
Oh,
you
you
here.
can't. Excellent.
So if I draw a straight line, don't worry, I'll thin it out.
There it is.
It can't, like, if it was coming from here.
Or if it was coming
let
from
me
the
thin
sun.
Make it a little easier to see here. Okay.
Now move it over and let's put it right in the center of our little friend. There it is. Perfect alignment.
I got to line this up here. See?
Look at that.
Perfect. So my friend, what we are seeing there is a reflection of a second object that is not the sun. The second thing that we're seeing is, wow, man, we proved it right there.
It's right there. I mean, it's exactly what a lens flare should be doing.
But it's coming from not the,
No, it's not coming from our star. It's coming from that.
Here, man.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Right, that's what the case you've been making, and I now have an experiment that I just did That helps me to believe that, okay? So now, look at this. Look at
And
this.
you know, look how the lens flare, it always follows, keeps its face to that little dot.
It does keep its face to that little dot. Now, here's the thing, though. Look at this, man. I'm trying to get you to see this.
Yeah, all right, so let's see what that does. Oh, wow, there you go.
Now, when it goes by, now let's put it in natural light ones.
Yeah.
All right, now watch this. I'm gonna take the brightness down. Take the contrast up just a tad. All right, here we go. Ready? Sun comes down, illuminates an object over here. There's some kind of discharge coming off the side of it. Did you see it up there?
Yep.
Then it comes down, and look at how the illumination of this object is clearly not, this is, whatever this is, it's behind this light source, okay? This is behind it. That's my case I'm trying to make. And as it goes by, it almost seems to have some kind of an electrical reaction to it. You see what I'm saying, Wayne?
Yep, I do.
If we dive in on this little, like, again, I don't know how close these objects are to our sun or to us or whatever, but when I see this kind of stuff, it's just like, what?
Well, you know, someone had mentioned yesterday, and I thought it was noteworthy, that by NASA's admission that there is another moon other than ours that we think is the moon right now, the odd thing about when NASA said that is that, what are we supposed to look for? How would that look? What would it look like? Is it possible that this could be this other moon of ours?
I don't know. It could be. That's why we talk about that moon.
So, because, you know, it still has that huge crater that we see in so many of these cams coming off these places. So I think it was a pretty good thought to at least consider.
Yeah, but it's just more great footage from these bloom sky
cams. Go
cam.
into that first part when the colors start overwhelming the UV light. Go there, and then I want to see what happens when we invert that. And then turn the gamma. Let's see if we turn the gamma down. There we go. You see? I contend that the camera is being overwhelmed with a light shift that we can't see.
What the heck is this in the corner? I got to just take a closer look at this. This is just like maybe an accidental capture of some sort.
Well, there you go.
What is that? Wayne, what is that?
I don't know.
That's scary looking.
Version out. What is that? Wow.
What is that? Discoveries galore.
Well, I mean, you know, and
that looks like my hair.
Well,
what is that? That is crazy, dude.
That is. That's.
Let's see how long that's in the frame, because I didn't even notice that in the first one. Okay. Oh, it's a tree. Steve, would you calm down? Anyway, that's probably enough of this video for everybody. Thanks for joining the Steiger Olson Report and our silliness.
Hey, you have to have, listen, laughter, and to be able to laugh at oneself is the healthiest thing. We know we're going to have Dr. T back on, and I just want to start our viewers to know that